idea Ben Ababe cancer so ena Nana Koju Abam ewa ha. Ben, morning.
Morning senior.
Na microphone mama boko de.
Oh, oba de adaruma. No ye pa na so.
Twedi ampa dauma mezu no.
Share ya na ache. Share ache.
Na constituency ni muti sen. Say no aje. Ma say mo hono issues bebre. Aje say MC you know aso last be no obi friend. Poku aje o Papa no ba so nyina chaje nothing is could be. I don't know.
Asem we dey eso sinema no. Wa we nsem training na obetimi aka. Eja Ghana for dodo na no ama yakwa kotranche. Ena ye de NDC for na ba. Ena Yura John Dramani Mahama and wa appointing the DC na MC. Say onhwe municipality no so. So as to say na koye and I say na man koye no. Timamufo na Otrubu constituency and at large Ganof municipality no omo de betimi achi but nyamesi enka nokre the way ifi esi adware e be say 6 months 7 months e wo Ganof municipality no odwen ho a wonte ase now I don't blame the municipal chief executive much. I blame the government because so hwa ye municipality no the one who was in charge about cleaning ewo hono Zoom Lion and so me know can say up to now you renew the contract
say Zoom Lion say o matem ne chisa
but you know
yeah from say ne dey sa power na akoma the MMDCs
yes
and this can ama
yes and the problem they say even the information I picked last week say all the municipal chief executive for Greater Accra akoshia omo regional minister akachiro omo say adwuma no aprapra adwuma no ne cleanliness no enya de omo bitimi aye enti yensa anko back ne enko employ Zoom Lion yes you can call Adaka Abre on Neat FM last week. That is where the story broke up. Ewo Neat FM enti they don't have the capacity to do the work or that thing adwuma no nya adwuma keto. Even the assembly no chrono munisika of the better track SSF no chrono they don't have unim say tracks na no use no na Zoom Lion e toma all the municipal Zoom Lion e toma omo so when the contract end the man will take all his machines away and you the municipal no sika be na mo wa mo betimi dia to sa track no chrono de be sesewura. So a very dicey issue. We have to be careful with Zoom Lion and the choir in first way. Yes. Shall we back who of Anchor runabout? Ayalolo terminal nechi. That's a country a grano. Just a choir who drew was sent. A grana hold to go on.
But how is other jurisdiction able to do it? Oko somewhere within the Ashanti region, they are doing it. It is not Zoom Lion.
Yes,
they are doing it. In fact, various MMDCs in collaboration of the original minister who are more here, in fact, clean up exercise over 2 weekends. Now, minister Nanka said Jinem Oko ne adoni asise nwura no ka ho si ebehia ne ase ebi adodoni ase nwura ne atase wukam. How is some regions doing it and Greater Accra people can't do it?
So Oba baby to say Ashanti regional, you have communal labor in the agro. Even though no crano, the assembly members now omo lazy with I am for no omo district omo kuro and every week biana every 2 weeks biana there's a communal labor omo ye wo you hear na say assembly no be provide omo with the equipment how omo be use shovel ne rake ne enema omo de best sefin ne ade but Greater Accra na different
aden
obi asole okọ na adwuma o aha money na food at top I will be akọ na adwuma ono otua rent wa hanum every month 1,500 2,000 a month into ono every day okọ na adwuma enu ntina region bia na dynamics since Zoom Lion entimi mono homode entimi nya adwuma no e wa other region as for Greater Accra region enye Zoom Lion wa entimi nya adwuma no e na ahwa ha flood issues do so ha ye gatas ni nyina choki enti egura no ko na
enukura gata no mu na etwokukura Zoom Lion kura ntumi
no
sa boys here your friends
Bastop boys
they are doing fantastic job without the help of Zoom Lion
and the president na bo mo abaso kura sa mo
yes
equipment so and no mo ntimi omo ya he
yes and America say I was making an example. Uba Dom Kwabenya constituency. In fact, the boy is the leader, the Han or two, he lives in this constituency. And he get that guy, let him recruit people within the constituency. Yeah, our boys are Munyejuma.
Yeah.
Let him recruit, let them start that job and be paying them. Is it not strength?
That's the way in AC Kosovo.
Yes, but Ghana of one day, last will be framing and someone and the panic can.
Very serious.
Very
serious.
That's it. And I pay Minchia na Minchia for the Minchia Minia free MPP. Na Minchia Ghana man penny. Na Mimbona Basso for Ejumasuna Odima Omaino. Na Nemitim Koma Moody's is here. You see, sanitation issues a huge problem. Na or can be about Zoom Lion. You see, Zoom Lion ni about issues na start and there. Obaka Yenu Kofi Japan or he had issues with them and he refused to renew their contracts.
Yes.
And Sana Malik Basintela they take over. This is a many age like I say I buy trauma contract man. That is not the true reflection of what happened.
The contract expired.
There
was no renewal.
There was no renewal. And the crown Satan you misses na I buy it you am saying. And the Malik is no. Obi ye adwuma no 250 below the minimum wage.
And yet Malik Basintali.
I'm coming.
Manasi Azuri broke the story.
Yes, and say
and all of us
even if you be renew it should come in a different form. At least those who are underground doing the work, come on, Papa, no, they'll be well motivated. So no be a Germany ye. Obaka and the best of boys. President Mahami show equipment. I'm be a German up be momo. Send no bit my year German day. Akoso ye. And National Sanitation Day has been relaunched. On make sure say every way biano. On bit make clinic ni kromati. Now sanitation is I am one crowd. Once the President Kufuor can say within his presidency, and that's before be free so no, Accra will be the cleanest city in Africa.
And then Kasa
Echum. You see, and sometimes the issues with Bessa, they don't have the moral high ground to pontificate to us. Say, you buy 8 months, Benny. What now? So 8 years. What did you do? Nende. You try to solve the issues. Mujina Bontina Moto Boba Park. So that is not the way to go. Sanitation issues, no. Abai is committed in dealing with those issues. And anything I will share. District assemblies now, you see, Sika by the mom, then on the sanitation, projects, hospitals, chief compounds. What shall this year? Before me free so that district assemblies can crime court. They were owing them, but this year, up to date, share. Me the Kasa, me run my chase. Finance minister, he released 2.9 billion to what? District assembly common fund. To be distributed to the district assemblies. So 2.9 billion account I hit on my account. As I say, I'm with the Bedijuma.
If I say trouble the I hate it Ghana of the I hate
it, yes.
We should see something. We should see something on the ground. Okay? The last runabout in was here. Via towards unsa right now. School be Jack.
That means because it's a problem. We are calling on them to up their game because government has released funds to all the district assemblies.
I don't know. This thing I will follow it. But say MC consistently minister, catch the minister say Ejumano mun to me now was here this lion but that
for me
that
no. That story has not been authenticated.
And I'm say
so we need not to dwell on it.
And I'm say Sanetia.
Okay.
If it is so, then that MC should go. Because you cannot just really think outside the box. When ordinary people are thinking outside the box and putting young guys together to see to sanitation issues, now we say what the year? Then in Tiangazula anywhere.
Sanitation issues is the problem, but government is committed in dealing with the issue. And we release almost timely. I'm not supposed to the ACA within the last 8 years.
My mention CM free because you earn 20 minutes and a half a year back. 10 districts affected in the central region.
Toku no answer.
That be yeah no. Yeah, Fafris Rumrafum. Issues of Galamsey a high again. Ogo PMO central region, part of the central region as we speak. 10 districts within the central region. Omuni issue. Issue are shorted. People at civil society are calling. Yes, declare a state of emergency on our river bodies. Yankasa declare a state of emergency in Ghana on our river bodies. Say yes, you know. Yen declare a state of emergency. Na obia konsuo no subio. What is the difficulty? This is a situation that regional minister was before the local government committee 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And he attested, said, somewhere Gomwa,
yeah,
you know, Gomwa
East,
Gomwa West,
yes.
Aguna East, Aguna West, yes. Ekunfi, part of Greater Accra,
Kasua areas.
Yes. You say, is there only go to Bo?
Dachi. I mean, send chat for you. Na, I say we sympathize with your mom war central regional assembly yard at Tuamono. Na, and when I meet DC your Gomwa East, or say measures are binding to acquaint to in the interim. Say a bit me a source situation I no answer because we share problem no
solution here then
I say short-term solutions need be say they are using tankers to supply water to the communities and on my inspections so when we say about 20 boreholes be or communities no more some repair at that some to for so as started then a year juma na osha issue na ngasa pa bebre efi no won say omu take come short from the Ayensu river na Ayensu river is a tribute to the eastern region omu say time we friend is no pepe we say then e ho na Galamsey yes na dey I say nsuo no aba affect am nti no measure we na say omu take no aban a stop sa Galamsey for no wo nsuo no so no na wachi bebre nti no the short term measure say abambe dredge ayensu no what I say na abensu fini be den ebetumi aye den efrimu na omonye nsuo na mo process amamu so we sympathize with them and the government is putting in every effort necessary to ensure say ye enu amamu ho meye nsuo na that's the broader issue about Galamsey and the cause for state of emergency. Let me state say President Mahama nowhere no can say President Kufuor should declare state of emergency. That must be established.
The
of
president
course,
as a person,
person, yes, that must be
not
established.
some ministers within
of
government.
course, some members of government,
including the land minister.
yes, we called for state of emergency, and we were justified at the time in calling for a state of emergency because now fight now President Kufuor doing same. State of emergency no at the last resort. Oh, call war so you don't release your dangerous weapon at the beginning of the war. Would be a critical, and that is where you release your dangerous weapon. Tell President Mahama, yes, state of emergency is still on the table, but he has put in place some stringent measures to ensure say the issue is kept. President Kufuor do abin so from pom watching they want tape to have said a party nyesika MPP campaigns on my tiagine mu on my jump into the fray party na ngate tu Galamsey ade abo party no Satam fight that jinisem. If you have key members of government and the president himself turning himself into a spokesperson for Galamsey, yes, now you're afraid for state of emergency, we were justified.
But Mami Misao, you see the blank check will not be given to you in that spot.
That's it.
When you had the opportunity and you were calling for that state of emergency, Satam no na Ghana Water. Na friends central region dey o to your processing water bi no omunya ntumu they were still processing water in as much as
Okasa Ghana Water the statement a series of states
yes and I may say as at that time no mun close here this time o more close Listen, there's
issue
a
na-
two.
may establish issues.
They complain about the Galamsey issues under Nana Addo Dankwa
And the
Akufo-Addo.
turbidity level of the water.
Thank you. They told us how difficult it was
Yes.
for them to even process.
Yes.
And it's even medically not correct for them to process that water for you to
yes.
take, because the chemicals have become for you to be able to take that water. It's not even
ingenious.
good for your health. But as at that time, now processing plants, you know, and shutting it down. This time around, acquired to a point, processing plant was here shutting it down because in Sierra Leone, you have to be treated you.
And then Mitchell say, Galamsey is no more here. We have arrested over 1,000 of them. The Attorney General is in talks with the court to establish a special court. So they be deal with them expeditiously. 2, excavators now. Omudi ye Jumano. They say you be a friend Joe Fenson. Say, what's with the excavator we eba Damikwa Benya ha? Ye zone within this community. And the way you want is to move to a Galamsey site. It will send a signal to the control room, and we have the control room has the ability to what, to demobilize the equipment from source. I want to remove to Galamsey site. I deal with no this measure no. There are over 400 excavators. I want military camps. Each one of them we have accounted for them. MPP for over 500 excavators. Maybe a chain excavators in 3
I
right.
heard what is a year, friends.
And that's it.
And
You
I
see-
wish you a castle or quachi beer. I did
That's
see
it.
no quite an eye.
So you see, and this is all you're
Oh, now I want to you.
They been maintained.
Sir, also quachi beer.
Every excavator be a more important business here, but it's being tracked.
That I agree.
Yes. Now, just oppose the commitment of President Akufo-Addo to President Mahama. One,
Obi
I'm
Subaka,
bound.
Obi
That's
Subaka,
it.
under
Come on,
Nana
lady.
Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
that's it.
He caused a ban on every form
And
of
and
mining.
look, that time,
for about
Galamsey
2
that
years.
that time, put the Ghana, Galamsey the Kwasokasi. Ban, no, it gave impetus to MPP people to jump into the fray. So that time, they're not owning MPP near Galamsey, ordinary Galamsey, they could not even move to the site. But the MPP guys were emboldened to move to the site. That's it. Your woman penny or Shamra, LI 2462. So only to me, or the Shamra man who to me. So, but Grandma would actually permit to enter into a forest zone to go and mine. President Mahama by and why I meant that portion of the law.
Yeah, no correct.
Minia. And trouble LI 2462 give the president the power to grant permit to Galamsey to go into the forest zones. Wouldn't say there were about 288 forest zones. 44 of them were under siege. So 9 of them, but now you no go area. Now I bind to me in call. Yeah, by all those 44 forest zones no, have been reclaimed. 9 other forest zones have been repossessed. Me new come here, someone come back. The government has now we have decided to obey station military people permanently on those sites. We don't compare there. We had a situation now. Allegations have been made against 2 NDC officials, national organization, so Galamsey. But some allegations were made against the President Mahama say, you can investigations. President Akufo-Addo, you can say, want to me here, Galamsey. Akufo-Addo attended into a spokesperson. Came out and defend Akwanta man and want to me some Galamsey. And the president there, you can't, what do? You give the issue to the investigative bodies to investigate. But President Akufo-Addo Bab wanted the sanity because I then party Yesika. And then because commitment no the fight here, not Joe Munsem. That is why we called for state of emergency. It is not the case today. And J. President Mahama said because measures not there go akwemuno a year the resource. Blue water gas is serving as what? Surveillance and monetary eye of the president. And I'm not sure say in Siona as I know. Base the station is so that conforming to me back and my year will soon. At a point of ground, you be introduced a friend be decommunicalizing the water bodies. And yes, I interventions near Guaquem. What I say, a year Juma. President Mahama say, state of emergency is not out of the table yet. But from where he sits and from the measures that he has instituted, we believe say it will work. into the new state of emergency.
So, obey the chemicalization of the river bodies. Obey desiltate that river bodies. Is it not just right? Say, Obianka said the whole Ghana. And Obianka said forest. Yes, on our river bodies alone. Say the Bayer.
And that is where we have stationed the people and sure instead they are not. And sure is I'm saying to me call. That is why the blue water gas have been stationed.
But
advantage part of the winter bodies.
2 days here. 2 days here, Mukoi. Blue water guard for ya.
Also, they confronted some of them. Yes. Let me say they confronted them.
Yes,
so fight where you know. Look, it has
Benny or but you see, the moment you declare a state of emergency on that river body, anybody who goes there, your life, you know, it is gone.
MPP Ebani for 2 years.
It was a ban.
It was a ban,
not a state of emergency.
It was a ban. You had to be to ban. Sorry, you can't say more office where you say you ban. Don't go there. What does it mean? You can't enter. And
when you enter, you'll be arrested.
Yes.
State of
by
emergency
people,
act
but look, by people penetrated MPP campaigns. That's the time to be penetrating into the forest. So
you feel say
after somebody
penetrate
after say LI 2462 by Emma the president opportunity to grant permit to people to enter forest. They issued over 2,000 with money permits to Mukonis. Money permit even one cry President Mohammed NDC money permit 1 2 nimpa ba kumpo. You see, somebody can say you must say hypocritical. Because at the time I fight the question, what did they say? What's your monka? And this is how hypocrisy. We should entertain that hypocrisy.
That's me. That's me. Nkasa akra so nipa no se me baba be hypocrite. In fact, menchia osonko, menchia etiefo ne ahwefo a omohwe ye na omutie baabi a ofidi kese no ekokodu. Menchia minua so amene no wa. Menchia me constituency. Trobo constituency, me MP Honorable Gloria Owusu. Menchia no anope strong kokra.
I want to contest the youth organizer and communication.
No, me move organizer.
Who organizer?
Okay, me youth organizer.
And say who organizer. No, what's a factor? What's a factor? I said trouble for no. Na nya asem kra na ngo say region nka wo ba.
Kakra.
Because the region me say dan hu obia papa bia o.
The regional organizer na say Kobi.
Prince say Eko.
O say Kobi.
Prince ye. O melusu.
Matu sala of our.
Obelusu. And I will call you why organizer fun say am go lusu city.
Why say me a o kan me ni happy.
Obelusu answer.
Ono ma mulusu aka.
Na we organizer. Na say want to me a organize. Na Greater Accra was it 2
out of 34 and
2 now who's ever
out of 34
and go we need the any and can be before and can hu ba o
entaso
twaso e this am go
ma me polling station executive electoral area coordinators me party faithful omo Trobo constituency me constituency chairman na na cheba for me chia no sron kokra that minua no edika I'm making a submission or the car kofa wa kra na the buy about ahonidie ni efia mene ye wo mamu ha na koma Zoo Lion asem ebe be bo na minua no make emphatic statement bi wa ha say yes we all knew say na contract na end under year time and Japan egu process to renew the contract and ifra bem. So whatever the situation was, government free so assets and liability and our babeto. Whether I say good or bad, and no na Ghana for the jaw until no aba. Until oba and sebi you. Oba your books no. And I also finding necessary. Say we renew contract now. By now, almost 9 months or 9 months in government, say we renew contract now.
But the contract government has taken a decision. Say the contract will not be renewed in the form that it was. And they say the 2 minimum assembly. If the assembly want to contract Zoom Lion, they can do so from the assembly level. This one will not be paid through controller biom. Say the beya, say wo and I be aware MC wa. Now was Zoom Lion or between na ejuma. Now was all the ejuma and mano. Now so one to me and yet ne feel ba wo na wo
responsible. Yes.
So that individuals can be responsible to say the why na why the whole Ghana no.
I feel na you. This government sebe kafra. Chese nimdie ni nyansa ye de yes ani ma we no kra bom. Before Zoom Lion obebo mamu ha no. Enye the same way na na ye wa. Enye assemblies na ye responsible for sa enema ye ekosu nyina. Na resource no te say. Efia ti me assembly na nkasa na office wo ti nyina obekọ na efia ye ma wo. Even field site no omode ewura no bekọ akogu wo kra no as Ghana kra na ye ni bi. Eye Zoom Lion e ba ya wa ba be create sa na emani nyina na ye sesa free na ye wo ba bi a ye de ko e mo omode ye recycle ni ade. Enti satam na Zoom Lion man the same when na ye ni sesi am sa na wo ho ba entimi ama ye good results bia enti sesi na efi no kra no sesi no ne ye hu no say every week every day bia ye say Greater Accra nkwa no ye almost 72 tons efi a ye wo Greater Accra 72 capacity burn assemblies no wa omo bitimi dey absorb sa na ema we enti se wa ba beto contract na se niema bi kura wo Zoom Lion contract no na wo asaban a waba no wo pese wo modify niema na wo ye to suit one kasa ekwan ya obefa so ni Zoom Lion aye adwuma because he has the capacity, he has the financial muscle so betimi dey aye adwuma no.
But would that not help say wo na wo trouble wo na ye dey trouble constituency amount secretary ya mos ka say fai hwe ahonedie ewo ya mosika se fa hwe ahonedie o de yeda ni se ahonedie no obehwe amana ko sa su mesi o obentin o na obefa no enti ye de ama o obetumi akofa Zoom Lion ama na hwe ama se de ye be ya se Zoom Lion anye ewo wumpate mo wo betumi akokora ji se masa matwa o ka wa de ntu anye me se be aban ne ba oba be hodu
so is it not responsible?
So that one you can hold people directly responsible.
Say assembly no. So office say Zoom Lion on in the Bay Juma. Go into contract.
Yes.
Contract.
Yes.
Is it not the same thing?
But this one you can hold somebody responsible. The former one because now a year from source. I piano say if I say your assembly will come on fan. Any idea Zoom Lion ka. But say ama me pra trouble. How can you go and hold him responsible? Because we need to contract there.
And to say na ye ba ya ye ka trouble asem, can off asem. E fi am na ye no. Sika na se de am MC.
And MC na se what is sika no se ntina me.
It is MC na ye na adwuma no wo kwa. No problem na solve.
Na say wo kwa sika no ntumi van go.
No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. Me say MC no. Ya ma miska se me fam ko siesie me important. Se ma ntimi ansiesie honom. Na se fi ne koso se ne ekoso ya. Enya fire na fire me.
Yeah, you edi.
Na Ghana for na wo no omo yare no fireness no. E de wo mo ebe mo solution. Eti
na se eno tua ne source. Na se bola no so gu na Zoom Lion.
No, bola be na ne gu ho. Zoom Lion ye adwuma.
Maybe say the question.
Maybe sa se wo say Zoom Lion ye adwuma no. Na bola na gugu ho no na ye hu. Say that thing na ye hu. Zoom Lion ye na adwuma as Zoom Lion no. Whatever the situation was. Na ye hu say fi.
Yanko yense.
Enti no ye ko galamsey no so. Me nua enti ha. I think say the block for back onim kapa ye moral right. Some people doesn't have moral right to even to speak when it comes to galamsey. You see that thing, young can okra wo mamu ha. Na yema amanyofo hu say you can't take this country for granted. So wo petumi a and someone we can we should hold every politician by name someone we can. Na you making sure say assembly a waka bia no wo de be yadwuma. Ye betena ha no ma ye nya equalization na wo ye wa ha no. Because what betena ha. We see MPP doesn't even have moral right to talk when it comes to galamsey. Anya no ne yede kwa abato. Ye kwa abato no wasem na wo kae no. Eno na Ghana fo kire wo mo adwen say yes, yemfa galamsey nko ansi ho. Na yemfa nkwa elections. New Patriotic Party amanyuku. Ye kasa mo fight ye ma mo akwanya se mo hwe ekwa ya mo be fight galamsey no mo antimi anye. and someone yewura John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for kind no ato ye tirim yenim say aba wom yenim say ye de tumi ne mana e yade a obetimi aboa magalam say ni issue no yetimi asolve and na Ghana for to aba ma wo John Dramani Mahama esa ma wo majority wo parliament emre bia wo beda dwe hu bia wo fi say wo betimi dia asolve galamsey ni bia no enye de ma wo enti esesa wo koye adwuma enti December 4 wo kan ya wo say within 120 days na me ya na ya ne say omoma timeline e won nsem na omo kan no etwa mu wi a na omo shift goalpost wo say Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ama LI 2462 say yen hwe ne yen fantu ebe ma manfo kwa ma omo akoye galamsey wo forest e na aba e na so oba within 120 days ube repeal but onye sa na kan ye was say 9 months 9 months no the code days e say what is 9 months? Hold on. Hold on.
That's all correcting.
Hold on. You can't correct anything here. The Ghana for
there's no correction. You said you will repeal.
I'm saying
that's all.
That part meant.
Yes.
No.
Hold on.
It's in the process of being repealed, but that particular portion that give the president the power has been what amended.
Yes, and I'm saying, as at the time I will amendment, you could have done the repeal straightforward.
Did you say it's in the process to do?
Did you who catch that Ghana for say oba amend the law now obe ye free ho? Is that why he told us? It will fit so can say ya Ghana for beto abama John Dramani Mahama. What's the sa airline no? Haye bamofo na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo anyen no de sa de ne bae because obe so obe say forest. It is a oba sa airline obe ye free ho. Emma obi akwanpo e na ne kwa do so obe ko forest no na wakwa ye galamsey. And a Ghana for to about the mouth based on what some now can no. Ya to about my wa buy also about the amendment. And you draw near Koshin where the Ghana for. It's the amendment, any repeal, and you pay. Now I better head justify. Say you are John Dramani Mahama, and Chatro, and deceive Ghana say, who buy a new when you repeal, and then may you have to honor, and you pay. And as amend, and you pay. Now I better head this uncle and then that ain't omo ye galamsey wo Ghana ha nyina ye NDC for omo ye galamsey wo Ghana ha nyina from top to down omo nyina ye NDC for.
You are saying so because of the omo kind in opposition say MPP for na ye intina omo ntumi nsia.
We heard them on tape.
So
about the report.
Hold on. Me pacho.
Yeah, you can't
say that chain. Me note here.
Almost a party yes.
The powers be in this country when it comes to security our ones them
John Dramani Mahama.
It me MPP ni amete ha. Say me ye illegal mining and me ye galamsey. Why not so dealing with me?
It should be the government.
So say won't me and dealing with me ah. Na say that say unuan me. Unim me. O pesa me to aso ye galamsey no. Enti na won't me dealing with me.
That is right.
So omo ye galamsey wo Ghana nyina. Yo mo nyina ye NDC for. Enti na ye wura John Dramani Mahama enti me dealing with them. E ye krokro the John. Omo se omo echi no omo ye galamsey no. Because o say the last resort I be boa wo mamu ha ne say be call for state of emergency. And you put it on the right spot. When we call for state of emergency, it become a treasonable offense. Enipa bia ye be hu no galamsey site bia no. Either say ye be bo otu amogu. It is a John Dramani Mahama president onim so call for state of emergency NDC fu be wu wo kromu ananya sem ketwa. Because womu nyina da no womu galamsey yes. And womu tu galamsey. Electros Mampanin Tra sebe I won't say intro. He was being economical with the truth. Omiti meet the press. On say Electros Ebeka say 9 now so are reclaiming enya no correct.
The rest was quite his life was and the danger and
I'm talking about specific comments the president made.
The rest was not to mponye na adwuma under you.
Charlie. Onya wo time o kasa not here din.
That you interject me power.
You see, as seminar president kai no. It has to say 9 field sites now president say yade no. Obwa. E the video drones videos aba. Man for ye galamsey no inside.
It's not true.
Oh, Charlie, I don't like this. You are pushing me, please. What I say, Mr. Wa Ampacho. Enyen your president na kai na enyen no correct. So how can a president say something and someone will induct the president say some no can we true for and who opposition no you applauded Erasmus say ni dwumadi a odi no oba ba mu a obeboa ne na ka bom na ya adwuma na ya dia fight galamsey illustrious prayer na be ka kire ye say a police fo ne a soldier fo a omo ko eya forest akwa make sure say omo yes illegal mining no constituency chairman ka say adenti no omo ko no omo amebo na man yes stop omo me pa cho na ni krom oyene ama won no constituency chairman catch that soldier for the police for say they can't go to the forest, they should keep back because next one member or no constituency chairman no amania san one more conference no and pa Ghana soldier ni police every just a constituency chairman yanim a mere person exercise one near my recruitment everyone more koye. What is it going on? I didn't know what's woman,
but I don't know. Be a catcher or say, Ubetra Bemo for 8 years. The people of Ghana give you the opportunity. Send the papa. I didn't want to me stop at the time you had the power.
You see, here we are. Akufo-Addo make his statement to be 2024 August. And I'll catch the Ghana for say, Galamsey fight no. And yet, government back when they bet me solve into opposition for no any Ghana for we should all come together and solve the Galamsey. Assembly Nigeria President John Dramani Mahama Kacheno. Or say the people of Ghana has given you a responsibility. It's your job. Fix it. Some judges say Ghana for nyeje tax and fama or no John Dramani Mahama ni NDC for. Omoje tax and the ma yenru Akufo-Addo. So on fan solve Galamsey. So Akufo-Addo should fix the Galamsey and stop innovations. Say what throw obi asa omrani enkamum. And na ni nyina mu no mo de politics and na mo de to abeti go here to solve. That is the bottom line. We couldn't solve the Galamsey for the best way MP Ghana for hwehwe no. And ye to aba. So Ghana for hu say wo de ekwanya ye faso a ye de be solve Galamsey no based of own samoa o catch the Ghana for. That was the social contract between John Dramani Mahama and the good people of this country. And ye to aba ma wo. And ye ma wo promises say wo be ye no. O ba ya untimi nyemu ba akokora. It is a untimi nyemu ba akokora. NDC party na nkasa no because of omo ye Galamsey ni ti that thing enya de o betimi asolve ne tena. So president nim say enye NDC for na ye Galamsey na 1% state of emergency ne ba NDC for be wudi ya then the best way you betimi asolve Galamsey no is to declare a state of emergency. Now you am banning all form of mine unim say state of emergency no say you declare even Anglo Gold no mkure ntime nya adwuma
that we almost see and declare declare state of emergency now it is within a catchment area.
Okay,
so you are declaring a state of emergency
river bodies
forest. So yes, rivers and forests. And say who repeal airline now say river bodies no not the moment I be declare state of emergency anybody who is found on our river bodies, you are as best as a corpse.
I just say neya ye can say that is still a man for forest more ye mining.
Oh, na send there.
You see the deception.
That
is the deception of NDC. I know me yawa mete one more because maybe we opposition no. I fought my government when it comes to Galamsey. You can go online and check. Because me catch ye Danado Danko Akufo-Addo say at rate ya Galamsey no esi higher no esesi ye bibi fa. Do you know say Galamsey because of Galamsey baby constituency ye Galamsey site ni nyina no MPP lose ye near was 17 seats and na me no kasa aka 2 seats.
You lost across the
we lost all the mining areas mining areas and here Galamsey wo because of Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo and the ban eto wo mo so anu wo nya Galamsey amanfo no youth na nkasa bufu and no my president last one and no my yewura president ni NDC eko Galamsey yes no eko ka kire wo say omo to abama na omo besa aba back aba yi omo aduma to the extent say omo the competent jurisdiction of this country I find omo guilty ajeli omo kra no oso obo obema omo amnesty no omo asaba because they are not the kingpins.
But I say we will deal with our second topic. If you want to do a matter, you do so within your time. Then we have the issue of token in place.
How many years?
I'll decide the time.
I say they lost all the Galamsey areas. they lost across the length and breadth of the country because of incompetence, because of the way of Magana from because of wickedness, because of control. And telling me about me about catching this, I said, "Nyame bi no ye na ndisi for kano." Say na MPP ye galamsey no ba me say no cry into Pagana for cho. Erastus is a donkey can answer me. He was threatened under the NPP administration. Say or the galamsey information ba out. So Obenya Kwaye na adwuma kra no, he was being threatened at a point to come to Ghana if your man. And the same person has been given the opportunity to do his work. No, ye na adwuma what say. MPP for threatening no. Now see NDC ye galamsey. When to me provide a center of evidence to substantiate that claim. You see, we not make a yes. To be make allegation by sweep now, you subject the person to street proof.
Is it not because Okase?
Look, yeah, because before you galamsey, yeah, can't you. But no, we got them on tape.
That aspect. We say no. The reason why he said that. Yes, the reason why he said that was that Muka say. The reason why Nanado is unable to fight the galamsey is because a MPP for
yeah, can you from report? I'm one minister.
Okay, so it is right.
And this minister,
until the moment government will change, you know, it's a MPP for
no, that logic is fraud. Look, yet some tape to from Batting reports. Any tape say party MPP party yesika. And the Galamsey, so one of them catch Ghana for they were in Galamsey, they were into Galamsey. And so that point must be established clear. Now, Madame Gertrude Isaba Tokono.
Why 3 minutes? 7.
In fact, she shot herself in the foot. She did a great disservice to herself in the course of the trial. Committee in the trial. Sir, a senior Supreme Court judge, serious allegations has been leveled against you. What do? You confront every allegation with every force in you, with every energy in you. What did we see? Otebre assembly from the committee room. At the back. In the court of or in the public court of public opinion, say nobody assembly. Ya more opportunity, ya more forum. Say ventilate all your grievances, confront the allegations of make against you. No. And yes, I no be job one thing or two. I am pioneer before. Now, you see, Okaya GBA. Ghana Bar Association at the Justice I.K. Aban, Tama President Wallace appointed no more court, say unqualified because almost they were talking about integrity and high moral standards. Na Supreme Court. Course issue no. What did he do? When Medjab Bantan to Ayampiao, he confronted allegations. Not catch him. He raised a serious criminal legal objection. So one, the Supreme Court even lacked the jurisdiction to determine that matter because DBA wanted to remove him through the back door. And if you want to remove a judge, you come under Article 146. And that Supreme Court didn't need jurisdiction. 2, I say, as some now GBA, there been a political question. The question of whether somebody has moral integrity or moral standards, no, it must be determined by the executive and Parliament. In this case, executive now appointed, Parliament has vetted him. So the Supreme Court has been presented with a political question to answer. Supreme Court for agree here. Say indeed yes, GBA suit incompetent because they are seeking to remove a judge through the back door, and the GBA they have the moral high ground to come and pontificate to us. Sa hypocrisy ni nya atwom no ese eja okrom ha ye o ha no mu yi sala to say unim so a lawyer, a member of the GBA omo command to come because atam na si to omo ye yi madam Loretta Lamte Vivian Lamte GBA fan kasa okrom ha and that there omanya no kasa because it's ND's now power. MPP na ye at the end there hey BBI. Now, what were the issues? Committee in finding guilty on 3 what grounds?
I don't think so. The Chief Justice is in court on those reasoning. He says the reason for
file fresh application.
Yes.
And what's he looking for?
Review.
A review say
that you are dismissing me as a Chief Justice for her understanding so far Article 23 is concerned and Article 141 is concerned. So you can take me out of the office as a Chief Justice, but you cannot take me out of the office
as a
Chief
Justice. Chief Justice. About judge, lawyer for say you cannot put something on nothing.
Nothing, yes.
But instead of a Chief Justice, she became a Chief Justice on the back of the point said, no, you're Supreme Court judge. Anna,
yes,
that is the basis of being a Chief Justice. And you know, you as what CJ near Jawa as what Supreme Court judge, and go and check Article 146. It talks about removal of what the judge of Superior what court. And you know, look at the poverty in thinking. Say you can't remove me as a CJ. You can remove me as a CJ, but you can't remove me as a judge.
Well, maybe he is thinking on the ground that the office now occupying and per the petition Mutroye, she was acting in administrative capacity as a CJ. And if Nini be Ankoye in her administrative capacity.
Look, as a judge, if I was coming to those issues. As a judge,
you may not have time to do it.
As a judge, yeah. Tama after you mark the parliament court no. Omo file case no 12 p.m. Within 2 p.m. the decision aba. Me ne wo. So we obi akọ Supreme Court da. Won't file case the same day. Now you ntimi Chief Justice and Pani Justice enter the same day.
But more na mo say ye fast track your cases in court.
That
you want a speedy case.
That Zadia na ebiesi da. Na ye wa ha. Ankofo de Asamako court. About LGBT ne na de nya. O man transfer be si ne. Eno de na speedy we na nkan. Na remember issues ne so. Look. Travel policy ne say.
What they share in 2 minutes.
Oh, Dachi.
What time?
Look, travel policy ne say. The Chief Justice need to kwanya. She may travel with the security alone. Ma meno etu kwan etebili ni kunu. Etebili ne ba. Nya nimpo nka wo de kunu mba kwa nka ye issue. But what your man is ka per diem. Ema omo. Charlotte said dia no yanka se waji sika mo bia na se wadi sika o. Almost wakoto nyoma bia mo man but okoto nyoma no anfa kwan pa so. It was issue of procedure, procurement procedure. But what dia what bo man no ka what your man sika ma wo busuafo adi. Look, this is what the committee found her guilty on. One issue I say, okay, look, Dachi. The committee held that the Chief Justice caused the judicial service to pay travel expenses for her husband and daughter during private holiday trips in 2023, including per diem allowances. This the committee stated that it constitutes an avoidable and reckless dissipation of public funds.
That's it.
This is what she was found guilty on.
That's
and you know, say the Makano, you see, she's trying to now lock the stable door when the horse has already bolted.
That's it. Ben. 10 minutes.
Me that's papa.
Is that 10 minutes? The answer. 10 minutes.
35. Okay. Me that's it. Minua before Ebeko talk no so no. In fact, 3 minutes and respond to Minua no about Galamsey. Galamsey no there ade a ehia o man na tete high. Na dache let's be honest. This government this government led by John Dramani Mahama is clueless when it comes to fight against Galamsey. President John Dramani Mahama has failed Ghanaians in the fight against Galamsey.
In 9 months?
In 9 months.
Can you say so?
Yes, definitely.
The people of Ghana give a mandate of 4 years.
No,
How
so,
can you say he has failed in 9 months?
Yentana say copy the 4 years. Na Ghana and Swing and saying you. Is that what you are telling me?
Na so any nipa no or treasure. Na so wanyanjro wie a wo so faili.
Any Ghana for yen omonko man on to me.
Any
you don't have to talk about Galamsey. Let's give the president his luxury time for your man of 4 years. So we should not even talk about Galamsey. Then Ebasadia, then you two, you are being hypocrite. Because the president have 4 years mandate. Alan when you're 9 months, and now see you may discuss Galamsey. It's all friends here make Galamsey, not just all friends at that channel. Not just a president and the BPA cost to be any piano. And you can see I can't want him because all 4 years. If what you want us to believe say sana emranity enti sana yenya yewura John Dramani Mahama no omu o man dia then ye ba na afre ya yenya gospel ye me preach ye ba ye metra ne nka nyame asem ne yenya akra ma nyame because ye nim say asem bia beka bia no John Dramani Mahama all 4 years ne time nson na omote opposition na omo castigate na Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na omo nim say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo enya 1 month no eso odidi president 4 years. Ghana for who na dwuma pa wo ya almost another 4 years kan no. Satam na yewura John Dramani Mahama ete ekire na no oto ayampia to Boba Park no so no. Na wonim say yewura Akufo-Addo ne time no 4 years. Into that assertion we will not contain it. Fraud. Yamfa nya dwuma. Enti enya wo na wo think sa NDC for na think sa. En yamfa sa asem ne nya dwuma. Me say yewura John Dramani Mahama. So office say enya wonne ono any NDC and Galamsey dia they should declare a state of emergency. Now you making sure say yensuo nani ate your forest na are safe and yes adia with the reference and I'm taking inspiration from almost some says sadia and NDC and yewura John Dramani Mahama omo na Galamsey into no person obecho omo and it's a fact. Was it member reason wa and yen niwu so better na hanu almost say yensuo say your forest no was able say evidence what ha minim how are you adwuma our win MP ni kuromufo boja twedwai say oye illegal mining won the constituency enti ma MP ni kura nsi kuromu obiem omo the petition come president our win MP NDC MP you still want evidence you need evidence how adana mo say o minus yet wo mamu ha attorney general say asemwa ye kafa eye Joseph Yami eno omo first vice chairman hono o believe ogidi there is iota of truth into a certain committee against the meboa into ene Yami it alleged so ye Galamsey one kasa attorney general agia to me say information no nya no eye nokura wom into yantwetwem into a whole regional organizer of the new national organizer of National Democratic Congress NDC Galamsey wadane Galamsey campaign and now onutimi president say a soldier for near police for so omonko fighting illegal menace no or catch them say within 24 hours or the nsabenkum send this strong warning ma John Dramani Mahama say on retrieve all the police and soldiers and Pamino ka say omuni obiem. You see how strong the national organizer of NDC is. What the Nsabenkum Kasachina president within 24 hours now are acting. Inti ene ye ni obi a wo check omo ye illegal mining wo so any your forest. That is the level of distraction na e koso wo ye water bodies in the forest. And now akwa blue water guard. Enso kromu ni mu adware. Na no omo kwache Galamsey obi o ye Galamsey wo nsuom. Oto nsuo num na okọ fezi no na nsuo ne de ono nam ha na Galamsey ni na twa no okọ wa ya safrafra nto woda nsuo mo nim adware obi ote de ba bia wo twam na be to nsuo num ekoko save sa water blue water guard no ke nsuo de ne koy kokwache Galamsey a wo se nsuo ma ya wo wato nsuo ama nsuo ne de okọ na wa betena ha nya ho ka se mu ye bibi fa Galamsey ho. This government has failed Ghanaians in the fight against Galamsey. It's simple, finito. And so by now, no, as a president to resign.
Access to resign be based of Ninsam or Kaya, but on yet because our 1 term or only 1 term mandate into 1 year accountable to anybody. We said this. Abraham here campaign say you talk about the my John Dramani Mahama. On year accountable to Ghanaians because the 1 term now one upo obecha. And that's it. Oche your elections are your co memoir. Anytime be a president be a baby. The first time we make sure say we put 2 things in place here near my papa. You know unim ninja because unim so obesa akogana for akwa siki another mandate. Enti omo ye ade na omo ye niam ni nyina kama se ne be ya Ghana for na obesa nya ne mugidi ato abama no. Ba Yewura John Dramani Mahama ono onsa mesiki for any re-election bi. Enti se Ghana be hie o, e be butu o, e be dane o, onfa ho. You all pan warrior.
5 minutes.
Sir, now I'm starting 35. Okay, yes, you are right. You are right. Tokono. Yeah, mommy, you did catch no dada. You see, she is fighting for her rights, and she is fighting for the for the constitution. At least Supreme Court ruling be obey make biane a guide. Into all the necessary resort be our office will bet me and make the case biano. Don't take it as a joke because okwa a beya president ya the beya juma. It is all you may have a problem with it, but unimwa a legal source and a year build woman. It is yadi na kame the be a free assem no bem catch say Yewura John Dramani Mahama. Oh position was on pewasem as Chief Justice. Because we see Oba be reset Ghana na ne reset na obeye no enye ye maame Gertrude Tokono no de ne be ye reset enti wono won pewasem enti wayiwa eyasem o ka opposition and wa ba be ye adwuma because the issue was premeditated aye planning ye it was orchestrated say maame ne ye mpene ye be you know based on ensem bia omo NDC for no keka ye and mabaha be come more than 30 wa hanom de akere woda Yewura president na womu mienu a wokan enti maame no it was a grand scheme almost set against woman and say yempel it is wo kosoro ba fam yempel no yese yempel na over me pacho ye bibi kitu abi maame unanimous FC decision na ba na Sam Jamfi ebe ye president press conference no kan no say na ye nipa 7 nipa 7 no omo ana omo wo panel no so no na Chief Justice ka ho na Yewura Poaman eka ho na Bafoboni eka ho and other 4 no omo ka ho omo sankrofo we na Samija mfifira omo so omo ye unanimous FC because e ba mramu a omo ntemra na se because omo ani omo asem no amfa ama omo judges 7 ne ka say asem na NDC di akono nyansa bia nim mramu no it doesn't make any sense into omo to asem no gui enipa 7 no Chief Justice Tokono ka ho Poaman ka ho Bafoboni ka ho enne maame na wo so wo mpe no a oye incompetent only high moral grounds so obey Chief Justice no based on some of kind Bafoboni enne wo so na ye acting Chief Justice it is say we unanimous acting Chief Justice because san NDC for kire Yewura Poaman Yewura John Dramani Mahama nya ne mugidie committee na wote ya oso wo mfa hwehwe ye maame Tokono no ono na ye chairman of the committee ono na de ne nsa atwe omo kire ba as president enyi na di meboa and next say we ye dey is he also a unanimous FC member abra wakwa president ne bill do amanana you see maame no on there also say legal we ni nyina nwie no mpe ne ba bi ntina na the idea mani je wo maame no ho ne say akwaya ya faso ya suspended no it wasn't based on the judgment bi o making yet maame na nya mramu o and why you mistake in they are suspended no it was a different thing na mra wo de aye adwuma wo mamu ha ne de enya de Ghana fo e wo ho asem bi aka omunim say the competency no top notch unmatched because why ye na adwuma as Chief Justice and was aye na adwuma as judge ankasa a no onya nko Supreme Court enko ye Chief Justice enti o ko ne baby omo mpe no omo okọ na so okoko wini kura na say she being the Chief Justice, the head of the judiciary, and no dear, you take you off. But you as a member of judge, who bet me a kotra bench no swai word my mom penno, hey chief justice na ye be you no or ye panel bi kro fa ne nka ho obetena ho saa je se bi a ono ankasa education ba ono ankasa no akwa ase no akwa di na ase enti on pe ne ba bi ntina omo beta no na this unanimous FCA omo abedi omo ye super competent me anka incompetent o me say unanimous FC for ya abey omo ye super competent omo ni mra enti na omo ni ye wura John Dramani Mahama eduma
me say enti Benjamin Asare and our team kano ono youth organizer ewo Trouble constituency for the MPP and I think so Nana Kujo Abam and so